Doing operations with fractions can be really hard work. Often the methods used focus more on the answer than the understanding of what's actually happening. Students are taught tricks and rules and told to memorize them to work out the answers. In this series of videos, I'm going to show you and your students how you can use Keynote to create your very own fractions animations. These visualize what's actually happening when you add, subtract, multiply or divide fractions, and they can be lots of fun and get the kids thinking deeply about what they're doing with their mathematics. Alright, creating fraction animations with Keynote. This time it's all about subtracting fractions. Okay, so once again the first thing we need to do is to create our fractions, and remember these are just text boxes with a line as the vinculum, which is the one in the center. This time we might make it something like, say, 4/6, and we'll change this to a takeaway, and we'll copy this, and we're going to do 4/6 minus 2/6. So we'll change that to a 2. Once again, to represent our fractions, we'll do some shapes. So I might start with my lovely rectangle, and I'll format the very first one exactly how I want it. Go to the format tool, no fill, and a line border. So because I'm doing sixths, I always start with the answer in mind. I'm going to copy this 5 times, line these up. So I have one shape that is split into 6 equal portions to give me my fraction to start with. Okay, now I need to have 4/6, so I'll grab one of my squares and make 4 of those. Actually, I should just do it. Make one of them the correct color that I want. Add my line again, copy that one, and paste it 4 times. Now the reason I'm doing a square over a square is that when it gets taken away, I get left with the outline, which makes it really nice and easy, and I think is a better visual for the students. We've now created our fraction of 4/6, and obviously we want to take away 2/6. So I'm going to select my first square that I take away. I go to animate it, and I select the action, and I'm going to add a move. Now I want to move this square all the way over here to create 2/6, and I'll take the next square, add a move to that, and hopefully this one will end up next to it. What you can actually do is you can look at the actual position numbers if you want to be really precise with your numbers. So the effect I'm looking for here is starting with 4/6 and taking away 2/6. Let's play that and test it out and see what it looks like. Take away 1/6, take away 2/6. Obviously I need to move one of these squares over a little bit, probably this one here, just to make it look a bit better. Test that again. Take away 1/6, take away 2/6. And what are we left with? We're left with 2/6 again. So I now would then put my answer by copying, so I can copy this one because it already says 2/6. And I like my answer to appear up here. And I'm going to give that a build-in action, and I want that to appear at the very end. So I'm just going to go and check my build order. And remember, I want these 2 squares probably to go at the same time. So I'll select this one, and I want it to start with build number 1. Then I want this to appear after that. What I might also do is to put down the bottom here, copy my sign, and make that one equals, copy and paste my answer again, and combine these 2 shapes into a group and give those a built-in action of appearing as well. Go to my build order and make this one appear with build 3. So there'll be 2 clicks, one to move the 2 squares and then one for the answer to appear. Let's test that out. So we start with 4/6, take away 2/6, and we end up with the answer 2/6. You can be really creative with these sort of animations. You can do whole numbers and smaller numbers, but here's a couple of examples that my students created for you to check out. But have fun creating and visualizing and letting your students see what it actually means when you subtract fractions.